fish, you feed him for a lifetime. But when you come in, I give you adjustments and I'm working on your spine. That's kind of like feeding you a fish. That's taking care of an immediate issue, temporary fix there. Tonight's about teaching you how to fish. It's about teaching you how to stay healthy so you don't need me as much, all right, or don't need any other healthcare professional, hopefully, as much. Now, the main goal tonight really is to get you guys really just thinking about healthcare. I don't want you thinking about your health. Most of my patients that come in here come in, they don't really think about health or what's going on. They're taking medications. They don't really know why they're taking it. They're coming in getting adjusted for this or that. They don't really know what we're doing. I want you to understand what we do here, why we do it, and I want you to understand just how easy health is. Sickness, disease, complicated stuff. Health, easy, all right? That's one of the main goals tonight, all right? Now, to get started, I want to throw out a couple statistics to you. I'm going to ask you two questions, and tell me if these two questions add up to you, because they don't to me. How many people in here think, now, let me qualify this. We're not going to go political with this question, all right? Let's don't go into politics. We're not going to talk politics or religion tonight, all right? How many people in here think, just based on our training, our technicians, our facilities, that we have the best healthcare facilities in the world, in this country? How many people think we do? I think we do. I actually do. I think we have the best trained doctors, the best trained nurses, the best facilities, the best equipment, the best access. We have the best ability to have healthcare in this country more than any other country in the world, by far, okay? Now, let me ask you the next question, though. Where do we rate when it comes to other countries in relation to health statistics? You think we're in the top 10? Top 20? Top 30? Now, I'll tell you, for years I've taught that on life expectancy, we're in the top 30 on life expectancy. I think we're right around 32, 33 in life expectancy in the world. I just read a new statistic the other day. Now, I haven't confirmed this. I usually go to the World Health Organization to confirm it, but I just read a new article the other day said that we've now dropped to 49th in the world. 48 other countries are living longer. Come on in here. Are living longer than we do, all right? And when you look at all the other health statistics, infant mortality rate, quality of life, cancer rates, you'll see that we're falling way behind. And some of the countries beating us are third world countries that really don't have a healthcare system. So my point is those two questions don't add up. We have the most potential of any nation in the world, in my opinion, to be the healthiest nation in the world. And if you look back in the 50s and look at our health statistics in the 50s, we were leading the world. We were in the top 5 on most of those statistics. All right, but in the last 50, 60 years, we've dropped to 49th. Something's wrong with that, okay? Now, here's my opinion, and this part here is just opinion, and we can debate this and discuss this a little bit if you want. But here's my reasoning as to why that happens, why those two questions don't add up. And it's really simple. Sick care versus health care. In this country, we really are dominated by sick care. We really don't have a health care system. We have an outstanding sick care system. All right, we're really good when we get sick. We're doing very little to stay healthy. Okay, so our system really isn't a health care system at all. It's a sick care system. Now, to show you the difference in these two systems, and I want to stress right up front, this isn't an either or this is bad, this is good. I don't want you to think that. There's definitely a time when sick care is without question necessary. It can save your life. All right, but if you don't put some time into true health care, you're not going to beat those statistics that we talked about earlier, okay? Now, let me show you the difference, kind of how to illustrate the difference in these two cares. Let's say you both have race cars, all right? You have the best pit crews in the world. You have, let's say, Jeff Gordon's pit crew, and let's say you have Dale Earnhardt's pit crew, okay? Now, just for discussion's sake tonight, your pit crew doesn't maintain your car at all. Doesn't check the oil, doesn't change the tires, doesn't do that kind of stuff. But when you crash it or it breaks, they get it in and they're going to fix that car back to new, quick, faster than any other pit crew in the country or the world. All right, your pit crew, on the other hand, maintains your car. They keep that thing every day. They realign the front end, they check the brakes, they change the oil, they lubricate it, they keep everything finely balanced, they maintain that car to a hilt. And you both go out and race those cars daily, every day. Which car is going to last longer? This guy's car or your car? All right. Every time I say that little analogy, everybody goes, well, of course, Dr. Brent, when you sleep, but of course this car's going to last longer, all right? Guys, these bodies are nothing more than vehicles, all right? It's the exact same concept. If you go through life running the heck out of them, which I'm going to tell you to run the heck out of them, I'm all for experiencing life to the fullest, all right? But if you run through life driving that car full out and you don't maintain it, it's not going to last as long. And unfortunately, when you get towards the end, it's not always a sudden end. Sometimes it's a very slow and painful arthritis and heart disease. All this stuff hits you slow over time. All right, that's not the way life is meant to be. Okay, so tonight we're going to stress on how easy this care is. Now I want to hit two more things about sick care just to kind of get you guys thinking again. There's two big problems with sick care other than the fact that it just doesn't keep your car healthy. The two problems are cost and risk. if you stay in this sick care system and that's all you focus on, the cost is outrageous, and that's the big problem. That's why I didn't want to get into politics, because that's the big political debate right now, isn't it? Is the cost of health care. And who's catching the brunt of all that blame? Insurance companies, aren't they? They're the bad guys in this system, right? They're driving the system out of control. It's their fault. I disagree with that. I think the insurance companies are a third of the problem. All right, I think a third of the problem is the doctors, me, the other doctors, the hospitals, the clinics out there, and I think a third of the problem are the patients. I think we all need to own up to it, okay? Because patients want insurance companies to pay for everything. They want them to pay for regular checkups, they want them to pay for dental care, for eye care, for all this different stuff. And the insurance company is more than happy to do that, but you got to understand, they're going to make a profit. All right, so you're going to, in the long run, pay more. All right, and are the doctors gouging the system some? Without question they are. All right, you see it, there's bad aspects on all three areas there, okay? So we're not going to solve that problem by just attacking insurance companies. We all have to address it. And my best solution is to just stay out of this system as much as you can. If you shift over to this system here, you're going to find out that you won't need sick care anywhere near as much as you're using it today. I can't remember the last time I've had to file an insurance. I honestly can't remember the last time I filed an insurance claim. All right, I just don't use insurance at all. It's probably been a good 30 years since I've used insurance, okay? Second problem is the risk, all right? What do I mean by risk? Well, first of all, if you wait until you're sick, sometimes it's too late. Almost everybody knows somebody. I had a good friend of mine in Tyler, did martial arts with him for probably about 15 years. Guy appeared to be in fairly good physical shape. Now, yeah, he was a little bit overweight, but man, he's got worked out hard. 47 years old, he dropped dead of a heart attack. No symptoms, no sign of it coming, nobody saw it coming at all. Left 4 kids and a wife, okay? So if you wait until you're sick, sometimes it's too late, all right? Everybody knows a case of a heart attack or cancer or something when it's too late, all right? So don't wait, do something about it to prevent that stuff, and all that stuff's very easily preventable. Second, just the care itself can be risky, all right? Medications come with risk. All it takes is watching TV for about an hour nowadays, and you're going to see some commercial with some attorney saying, have you had this drug, this drug, or have you had this surgery, this procedure, that procedure? Call us, we'll sue the heck out of them. Why are they spending all this money on these ads? Because there comes with all these procedures come with risk. All right. Now again, I want you to understand sometimes they're necessary. All right. If you're having a heart attack, you want some sick care. All right. You don't want to come to me. You want to go to the emergency room. You want to get that taken care of. But you don't want to stop there. So often I see patients come in that have had heart attacks and they haven't made any real changes in their lifestyle, and that absolutely blows me away. All right. So what we're going to talk about tonight is what do you do to prevent that heart attack, to prevent that cancer, to prevent that arthritis, to live to 110, 120. Now, don't anybody throw a shoe at me when I say that, all right? And be happy and healthy that whole time. So there's 4 areas that we're going to cover. Now, let me tell you also, there's probably about 100 areas we could throw up here, all right? But these, in my opinion, are the top 4. If you work on these 4 simple areas, you'll be absolutely amazed at what it'll do for you. Number 1, mind, spirit. Number 2, nutrition. Number 3, exercise. Number 4, nerve flow. Now, out of those 4 categories there, which one do you think is most important? I think this is opinion. What do y'all think? What do you think is the most important one? Me too. That's mine. All right. Mind, spirit, in my opinion, is the most important one. Now, why do I say that? Let's talk about that. First of all, let's get spirit out of the way. Now, I said we weren't going to talk politics or religion, so let's get this one. We're not going to talk religion. All I want to say is this simple thing, is you got to acknowledge the fact that we're made up of 3 parts, a mind, a body, and a spirit. If you neglect any one of those 3 areas, you cannot be as healthy and as whole as you were created to be. It's that simple. Now, what you choose to do with that part of your health care is your business. I'm not your preacher, so I'm not going to preach to you. All I want you to do is you got to address it. Spend time in it, okay? Your mind, on the other hand, we are going to spend quite a bit of time on, because I do think it's the most important one. Why? Just on a superficial level, the mind is the most important one, because if you don't look at those statistics we gave you at the very first of this class, and you don't decide, hey, you know what, I don't want to just live in this system, I do want to try to promote health and stay healthy. If you don't make your mind up to make the changes and do it, everything else that we talked about tonight's a waste of time. You've got to do it. I cannot do it for you. Your doctor can't do it for you. Your nurse practitioner, your massage therapist, whoever they cannot do it for you. You've got to